Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about the Speaker of the House and talk about the idea that Republicans will nominate Trump to be Speaker of the House. They talked about this about 10 months ago as well. Don't talk about it, be about it. Do it. Do it. I don't think you got it in you. I also don't think Trump has the votes to win. If he's nominated, I don't think he's got the votes. I don't think there are enough Republicans in the House that support him to make him Speaker. And unlike what just happened, you're not going to get help from the Democrats. So, let's just say hypothetically that Trump becomes Speaker. What happens? He gets the calendar, he gets the gavel, and he can lead the Republican Party to victory. How? How exactly do they see this playing out? What would Trump do? Let's be real. Trump, being Trump, he would probably try to get a whole bunch of social media engagement. He would try to use that position, the highest ranking elected position in the Republican Party, to help his political campaign, his presidential campaign. That's probably what he'd do, right? So he would push through a bunch of legislation that is just incredibly extreme. And Republicans in the House, well, they would have to vote for it because Trump, using his newfound platform, would make them. That's the kind of person he's always been. It stands to reason. It's what he would do now. If they didn't vote the way he wanted, he would get out in front of those cameras as Speaker of the House and encourage the primaries against them. Talk about how horrible they are, how they're not really Republicans. He would control the calendar and the legislative agenda, and he would put forth all of those ideas that the far right uses to energize their base. And he might even get them through the House, because I believe that he would bully people. But then it goes to the Senate, and it gets defeated. So in an election year where he's running for president, he would be handed loss after loss after loss after loss from Dark Brandon. That's who would get the credit for it. I mean, realistically, it would never get through the Senate. But Biden would get the credit for it. Yeah, I don't see how that would impact the results of the 2024 election. And then you have to consider the idea that given Trump's current entanglements, that if the House made him Speaker now, they're signing up to have the Speaker of the House dealing with all of that in an election year. And everybody in the House is going to be obligated to support him and talk about what a great guy he is. Because, I mean, if you don't, he'll be out there in front of those cameras again. And then I can't see any way that those clips would be used in ad campaigns later. I don't think that this is a serious proposition by those suggesting it. It's something to rile up their base. I honestly do not believe that Trump has the votes to become Speaker. I think if they do that and they push him forward, I think you would have Republicans cross and Jeffries would become Speaker. I don't think the votes are there. I don't think that those people who are suggesting it, I don't think that they're really suggesting it. They're just saying something to appease their base, who they believe is ignorant enough to believe it. because making Trump Speaker of the House, that's basically guaranteeing a Democratic victory in 2024. Doesn't seem likely. I know that they haven't been great at political maneuvering lately, but they're not that bad. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.